G'day, PJ here for Forging the Artist. Today bringing you some shoulder and neck stretches. You can do this sitting down on your chair as well, but it's easier for me to show you standing up. Gives me a little bit more room to move, and it's probably not a bad idea if you get into the habit of when you need to stretch that you can stand up and move about for a little bit of the time. It'll give your sitting bones on your spine a little bit of a break. So we're going to take you through some very simple motions for your shoulders and your neck. You can actually start with the neck first. So we'll go side to side. So first on this side, and then on this side. Always doing the opposites. Forward. And back. Avoid doing a neck roll for your neck. It seems to cause more problems than it solves. So just side to side in a controlled manner. Forward and back. Then you can move on to your shoulders. For your shoulders, squeeze them up and then back down. Up. Down. Then you can squeeze them forward, which is what you do most of the time during your workday. And then back is what you should be spending more of your time doing, because it stretches all of the front of your chest, and squeezes and shoves your shoulder blades back together into the back of the torso. So forward, just so you can tell the difference. Then back. Give your shoulders a little bit more mobility. You can bring your forearms parallel with the floor, and then just open them back as much as you can. Then forward, back. Hold them there for a count of 5 if you can. Fingers straight or fists closed. Back to the front. Then you can do a similar one with your upper arms parallel to the floor this time. Forearms at a 90-degree angle with your upper arms. Then slowly bring them down. Then back up. Down. Back up. Don't forget to keep your shoulder blades nice and tight behind your back for good posture. You can also, from this position, bring them forward and squeeze them back. Forward. Squeeze them back. For your shoulders, you definitely can do some shoulder rolls back and shoulder rolls forward. You can arms nice and straight. Pull them straight back behind you, stretching the front of your deltoids. Then bring them up around your head and bring them back. Back down. Shoulder blades nice and squeezing together. Then up around your ears, back. You can do the same thing with your arms stretched out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull your finger back as well. And then forward. And back. Forward. And then my favorite one is when you bring all of those movements together. So bring your arms out nice and wide and start making circling motions, first in very small circles and then increasing ever so slightly until we get to the point where you'll have full shoulder rotation. The trick here is to go as slow as you can so your movement is nice and controlled and you don't do any damage to your shoulders or your back, because you're listening to your body and only giving it what it needs, what it wants. So nice and controlled. Don't jerk, don't use momentum. Keep your arms in control the whole time. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Enough. Last but not least, you can include some twists that will help not only your spinal mobility, but always helps your shoulder, because you got to squeeze your shoulder blades back as you go over your shoulder. So it doesn't matter what arm position, you can do it with your arms straight, looking over your shoulder, or you can do it with your arms bent, again looking over your shoulder. Don't bounce, don't use momentum to go into it. From a neutral position, swing back, nice and controlled, arm straight if you want, and then back to neutral position before you start the other side. Yeah? Hope those help. Stay mobile, stay healthy.